Oops, my bad, Sega. I guess I broke the news a little early, right? Sega just officially made the announcement concerning the Sega Genesis Mini 2 that we just talked about in a previous video. And now that we have more details, I have to do a quick follow-up, all right? So Sega Genesis Mini 2 blasts its way to North America on October 27th, but there's still that weird stipulation, that strangeness going on here concerning how it's being handled, how it's being shipped and sold, right? Boasts even more power. We already knew that from the Mega Drive Mini 2 interviews, that the board that they're using is a little bit more powerful than the previous version. So if somebody hacks this, which I'm assuming they most likely will, it may take it may not be immediate, you know what I mean? It may not be just like, boom, hack chi, whatever is available just immediately works on this new version. It may need some, fine tuning or revision. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm sure people will get on the hacking expedition with this thing. So over 50 games previously unreleased on the Sega Genesis Mini. So they're just saying like they're titles that weren't on the previous version. And we got Sega CD titles. We already knew that, right? So they do have an official website that mentions all this, and I couldn't find this earlier, so maybe they just put it live. Like, they have a video up as well that's unlisted. I'm sure I either played it already or am playing it, but the promotion video, they have it listed here. It's listed as unlisted, I guess. But yeah, Amazon exclusive, right? We do have some games to take a look at as well. So Amazon exclusive, and when you click the link down below if you're interested, it's still the ships from and sold by Amazon Japan. Okay, so it looks like Amazon Japan's just going to be the ones dealing with this. It is exclusive to Amazon, but the way they're doing it is, it looks like it's going to be housed in their warehouses in Amazon Japan. If you order it, it's not like they're going to ship it to Amazon US and then Amazon US is going to ship it to you. Essentially, they just use whatever logistics. A lot of times it's DHL when I've ordered from Amazon Japan. So I would assume it'd be the same here, quite possibly, DHL or something. Get it over to you, it'll go straight to you. It's not gonna like bounce around. It's not gonna be like a proxy service type of thing, right? So here we go. Coming out October 27th, just like the Japanese version, the definitive mini console of 2019 has been completely revamped. Its improved hardware is tucked away in a new compact design based on the Model 2. Comes with a 6-button controller this time. So the controllers released for the Genesis Mini are also compatible. So that's kind of new news in a sense. I mean, we would assume so. So that really should lead into speculating that, yeah, the Retrobit stuff will work just fine as well. Anything that worked on the Genesis Mini, the Mega Drive Mini, the first version, it should just work here. I mean, because those controllers were designed to work with it. So why wouldn't they work with this one? If they're saying the Mini controllers are compatible, yeah, why wouldn't it work, right? So here we go. They have announced some games, and I didn't even notice earlier when I did that video, like Sonic 3D Blast was announced. I didn't even pay attention. Like, hey, the list is a little different here. But now we do have a little more information showing like the UI here. We do have Sonic 3D Blast, Outrun, Shining Force, Sonic CD. There we go. What else is down there? I think they have a list down here, so we'll keep scrolling, okay? All right, so it looks like we may be getting Japanese versions as well on a couple things, but box art wise and the UI, that's looking pretty slick in my opinion. But here we go: Sonic CD, Shining Force CD, Sylpheed, Mansion of Hidden Souls. This is that butterfly game that people kept telling me about that I'd never played before. Night Striker, I almost said Breakers because I can barely read that. Night Striker, Ninja Warriors, love Ninja Warriors. Afterburner 2, Outrun, Outrunners? What? The Revenge of Outrun. Virtual Racing, Super Hang-On, Sonic 3D Blast, Shining in the Darkness, Vectorman 2, The Ooze, Wanted Dead or Alive, Bonanza Brothers, Alien Soldier, Rainbow Islands Extra, Splatterhouse 2, Rolling Thunder 2, Lightning Force, Fantasy Zone, and Star Mobile. These are the bonus games. Okay, these are the bonuses. Let's click that bonus there. What does this say? Oh, it's just showing you the box art. I don't know what that game is, but Cool. We got bonuses. So it looks like the list from the Mega Drive version's not like completely fresh in my mind, but I know there's a lot of stuff here that's similar, but definitely there's some differences. Like I noticed the ooze. I'm pretty sure the ooze wasn't listed for the other version, unless it's like a different name, maybe. But yeah, I would definitely expect there to be some differences as far as the games go. But this is really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Manual and support are not available quite yet to take a look at. But I know a lot of people, man. I like the UI here, man. I know a lot of people are just like, I don't care about the Genesis Mini. We already have a Genesis Mini. You can play a bunch of stuff on there if you hacked it, that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, like, if I was done with it, I would just be sitting with my PlayStation Classic, because you play like tons of stuff on there, and it's an amazing little device. But I just like these little things, you know? But at the same time, I agree. Like, it's cool. It's cool. I got mine pre-ordered. It's cool. But like a Dreamcast Mini or Saturn Mini would be more exciting. Even, I know it's going back further, but like a Master System Mini would even be pretty awesome. Like I know they'd be going backwards instead of doing it the way Nintendo, you know, NES and then Super Nintendo, but that would have been sweet, you know what I mean? But I don't know, like there's a lot of awesome stuff on the Master System, and I know a lot of people who love the Master System, but you know, the Genesis, the Mega Drive is a bigger console, more, you know, well known, I would imagine. You know, growing up, I knew a few people who had a Master System, but it wasn't as widespread as the NES was for me, in my experience. And then with the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, like everybody and their mother had one or the other or both. Like there was no shortage of finding somebody who had a Sega Genesis out there back in the day. So it made more sense, and you know, the idea that the Genesis was more popular. But I think, man, a second version, you know, Nintendo did do that though in Japan with the that gold Famicom. Like they did do it. Like, you know, they released two of the same system with different games, and I was always under the thought that, man, it would have been cool if Nintendo or any of these companies made one of these little mini consoles with some like maybe expandable storage and little Wi-Fi built in. I mean, the Evercade VS has Wi-Fi, like, and made like a little shop that you could buy games for a few bucks. That would have been cool. Then you don't have to release multiple revisions of the thing. You know what I mean? But I understand Saturn probably a little too difficult to do right now, price wise and component wise, with the emulation and whatnot. Dreamcast a little more feasible, but for the time being, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna check it out. I can't wait. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all. Bye.